Good evening. Thanks for joining me tonight as we take a look at some of the top 100 TV shows of RBO's all-time history. This past year of 2017, we aired all 100 of them, starting in January all the way through to December. But tonight, I would like to take a little more closer look at some of these programs when they aired, and just a little insight into them. So I'm Greg Reisner, and thanks for joining me tonight as we take a look at some of these programs. Coming in at number 100 on Choice TV, aired on February 4th of 2003. The original script-to-screen series was a 4-part series where I took a look at the whole process of doing an RBO production. It was a Sin of the City movie, to where I showed the casting, the writing, and the editing, and everything that went into a particular series. So a lot of people had wondered like how I go about doing a particular series, so I thought it would be nice at this given time to show the whole process that I took of how to pick the different characters and writing the different stories and whatnot. That they actually felt comfortable doing it on their own, or how they would say that. So I eventually got down to the point, it's like, take a look at the line and how would you actually say that line? So then after that point, it got down to where I would write a particular sequence of events. I knew that I had to break them down into 4 different shows, because that's what I would run per month, is 4 different shows within that like Sin of the City would be 4 different shows, 1 for each day, for each week. So I knew I had to break it down individually by show. So I would write how many shots I would need per show. And it usually turned out to be about 6 to 7, which I wanted to hold it down to about 2 minutes per shot, so it'd actually be anywhere between a 12 to 15 minute show. And everybody's like, well, why don't you stick 2 shows together? And it's like, well, that's just another story. That's just the way I came up with it. So eventually I would just write what 2 characters would be in what particular scene, and what was going to be said or what was being done at that given time. That way that it would give a little more spontaneity for the people. I would generally go to the people and I would go to the characters playing that, and I would give them a little background saying, okay, you're a good guy or you're a bad guy, and this is your particular situation, this is your boss, or this is the cop you're running from, or whatever the case. So I would let them fill in what kind of a person they would be, whether they would be intimidating or shy or whatever the case may be. So then anyway, so I came up with the storyline, and eventually it came up to Thanksgiving break, and I said we're going to do it after we get back from Thanksgiving break, which would be the last of November. So it had 5 new people in the cast, which were coming in at number 99 on Sportstron, airing on July 4th of 2001, the PTO Basketball League. This was a summertime activity to where in North Liberty, to where the area basketball players were able to get together, like former some of the teammates that would be on the University of Iowa Hawkeyes, and some of the UNI, and just local teams that get together to practice and scrimmage and whatnot. This was a big thing for them, you know, to where they can kind of get together and play as a team and work together. And it's always been popular, and it's always probably will be popular too, and that was the Primetime Basketball League. at number 98 on the RBO TV, aired January 21st of 1998. Talk of the Town special. This was where I did an interview with Scott Fain, who worked at Public Access during that given time, but he was also in a band called Stuff and Island Women. I'd known him a couple of years before that, working with them during the summer and whatnot, and I videotaped a few of their concerts and aired them on TV, so I thought the Talk of the Town series was pretty popular, the first one that I did, so I thought I would do a special, you know, just to where I could go a little more in depth into the band.
Is a little bit slower just because we don't get to practice too often, and Josh has got tendonitis in his hands, and that kind of slows things down a little bit, but you know, we do the best we can, and yeah.
So would you say that there is like one particular song or maybe idea that you came up with that, you know, you were kind of proud of? You know, it's kind of like, oh, there's this one song that, you know, kind of the inspiration behind maybe, or somewhat.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Myself? The song that I play guitar on, that was something that I have a secret fantasy of wanting to play guitar, and I will learn how to play guitar someday. But just one day, I picked up Ben's guitar and I started playing, and Josh kind of came up with this little thing, and so I came up with the guitar part to go with it. And Ben, you know, has a secret fantasy to play drums, so he didn't mind playing drums, and we kind of took it from there, and I came up with like another part to the song, and we fused the two together, and yeah, it's really cool.
Now we're going to do the next cool punk rock thing and change instruments, because that's even cooler.
At number 97 on RBO TV, December 7th of 1996. This was the Full Moon series. It was a black and white show that I did that was kind of my homage to the Twilight Zone series, you know, to where I did a couple short stories and whatnot. There was one where Scott and Josh were doing a little skit about drugs, and Vic did a little bit of story, you know, where he was trailing some girl, and there were just a few different short stories in there, but I turned them into a little black and white little story, so that was kind of interesting.
Hey,
I think you dropped this back there.
Oh, thanks. Kind of scared me there. I thought you were following.
Coming in at number 96 on the Choice Television Network in April 3rd of 2003, the Sin of the Series Entrapment series. Sin of the City was a very important show for me and the whole RBO thing. It originally started out to where I had gotten hold of a local cable company, TNT, TBS, during a given time back in the late 90s, because I really wanted to take off my reality series, because I thought it was pretty decent at the time and had a different kind of feel to it. But they were really looking for programming for the TNT area, so an action-adventure type series. So I'm like, never thought of it, never tried it, so I came up with the Sin of the City series. Entrapment was farther down the road, and can't even remember how many different Sin of the Cities there were. I'm sure there's probably been at least 15 different installments with different villains and characters and whatnot.
Before anybody else?
Yeah, you know, once you do your investigative work, and I have the evidence so it doesn't disappear, and I thought, I just feel safer with it.
All right, so do you feel this would be a good time for you to take a little leave of absence?
It might be a good,
This might be a good
keep it kind of low.
Keep it kind of low.
Exactly.
So if you've got evidence here that pertains to this case, and you know how important this case is to the department, then that's fine. You hang on to it. You lose it. It's your ass.
Right,
Okay?
exactly.
All right.
I understand. I just want to let you know what's going on, and
Came in?
we'll keep in contact.
We'll keep in contact.
All right,
All right. Have a good day now.
thank you.
Hello?
Hi, Miles, where are you?
I'm pretty busy now. What's going on?
You were supposed to pick me up, remember?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I totally forgot all about it.
Why am I not surprised?
I got a quick errand to run. Can I come get you right after that?
All right, but hurry up, because we have plans tonight. All right, bye.
And number 95 on the Choice TV network of April 19th of 2007, Jam Nation Showcase featuring Minnie Kiss. Jam Nation Showcase was started by Brett Halter. He was very big into promoting bands, and had his own little sound company and different things like that, to where Jam Nation Showcase was his baby. And this was a way that I was able to showcase some of the bands that he promoted or went and seen and stuff like that. So Jam Nation Showcase. Coming in at number 94 on the Choice TV network, Full Moon Junction, Dark Side of the Moon, aired December 7th of 2002. The Full Moon Junction series was a big series for myself too, right up there with Sin of the City. Full Moon Junction was started by Jim that worked back at Public Access, because at this time, you know, I had the reality series, the Sin of the City series, and so on. And he's like, have you ever done anything like the X-Files? And that's where kind of Full Moon Junction kind of came into it. I'm like, interesting thought. So I kind of had my own little spin on the UFO alien abduction thing, and this was one part of the actual series itself. There was numerous parts to it. You know, I think there was, you know, the original Full Moon Junction and New Moon on Monday, and there was always a moon in the title, so this was Dark Side of the Moon coming in at 94.
Hey, Mayor.
Yeah, Baylor.
Yeah, have you talked to the committee yet?
Yeah, I just got out of the meeting with them.
What'd they say?
We had FBI agents there, some other special government agents. They're telling us to back off.
Back off? What do you mean back off? This is huge. This is bigger than ever.
They want us to stay out of it. They want to handle it.
Stay out of it. You know darn well we got the best police department in the country.
I know we have a good police department, but they want to handle it. Damn. Another thing, your man Kyle, he keeps calling me.
Calling you? About what?
About this, about bugging me about this. And why don't you tell him to back off?
Back off because we want to get something done now, Mayor. It's taking too long.
I know, but I can't have him bother me all the time. I'm still looking at things.
All right, fine. I'll tell you what. I'll take care of Kyle. You take care of them.
Just calm down, Bailey.
Yeah, I'll calm down. I can't believe this. I just can't believe it.
Ted, how did everything go?
Oh, I got everything set up just as planned.
Did you?
Yes.
Good. I received word from the ambassador. Everything's going through tonight at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock?
Everything,
Okay.
boom. That's it.
All right.
But we need to be far away from that. We need to be a safe place.
Where should we meet?
How about the mall?
Mall works for me.
Somewhere around there.
At 11?
Far away from the river.
Yeah.
At 11, we should be safe there.
Okay.
All right?
All right, sounds good.
We'll see you later.
Okay, 11
Right.
o'clock.
Guess what?
Yeah. Guess
Yeah.
what?
Obviously, you found out what's going on here.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It's not working at all.
I don't think anything will.
What are we going to do?
We'll have to just regroup ourselves again, back with the, I don't know who, the commissioner. Maybe we'll go to the governor this time. I mean,
Governor,
how high can we go?
Coming in at number 93 on Pure Entertainment Network on June 5th of 2004, we had Kids TV visits to the Shamu show. So that was a SeaWorld type show. So at this given time, you know, the Pure Entertainment series was just starting up in 1995. Well, I guess it had been going for a particular while, so needless to say. But during this given time with Uncle Don and Kids TV and Music Arcade and a whole bunch of other stuff, my kids had a TV show on there of different things that you could do with kids during the summer or whatnot. So, you know, we went to museums and Universal and Disney and all this other stuff. In this particular episode, we ended up going to SeaWorld. originally aired April 1st of 2014 was the RBO Memorable Shows. This is where I kind of did a look back of like some of the most popular shows and went a little more in depth into them, like the reality show or Sin of the City and different things like that. So it was just a way to get a little more behind the scenes into an RBO production. You know, shaking Paul, and Paul turns around and shoots him, and when Eric goes back and has the blood on him from being shot, you know, it's interesting because we had filled up a condom with blood, so Eric kind of slit it, so when we heard the popping sound of the cap gun, he kind of went back squeezing the blood packet. And in that particular shot, we had two different cameras going because I had a camera at that time and Eric had a camera at that time, so we're doing dual shots. You know, one to where I was handheld camera and the other one was on a tripod. And when Eric was going back, the only real good shot we got was, I think, from the still camera, and you could kind of see our prop bags and camera bags and everything once Eric ended up going back after being shot. So it's kind of like, ooh, that kind of sucks, you know, that we didn't have a better shot of this. But, you know, what can you do? You know, we probably should have watched it or did a little bit better, but it seems like it would take too much time to like set up different shots, and it's kind of like, let's do it, let's go type thing. We haven't got a lot of time to do this, you know, and besides that, like, we end up using like soap as coming in at number 91 on the Pure Entertainment Network on June 28th of 2000. High and Lonesome. This was a local band, I do believe, that was pretty popular, kind of a, I think, a country and western type band, possibly so, but they were pretty popular in the area, and this was a particular show where we had filmed them on a Friday night concert series, which is very popular in the Iowa City area in the summertime.
I get mad at you, honey, and I'm evil as a man can be. Two kinds of people that I just can't stand. A lying woman and a cheating man. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. 'Cause I get mad at you, honey, and I'm evil as a man can be. Yeah, baby, watch me walk. I'll give to you, baby, give me all your loving and I'll give back to it. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me now. If I get mad at you, honey, and I'm evil as a man can be. Yeah, dear, come on.
Over the last half an hour here, you've seen some RBO programs through the years, you know, from reality to Sin of the City, Full Moon Junction, a whole bunch of stuff from Pure Entertainment and RBO Network and RBO TV, Sports Strong, everything. Looking back at the top 100 TV shows of RBO of all time leading up to the very end, you know, so is good to highlight some of the more important shows and even some of the popular ones, and it's just fun to look back over the time. Thanks for joining me. I'm Greg Reisner, your host for tonight, and join us again next time for more new programming, right?